Hi guys, it's me again. Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video, and let's get right onto it. So today I want us to discuss a couple of things that are happening currently. First and foremost being, of course, Talk TV, as always, is at it again with their very erroneous and very inaccurate statements and declaration talking about how they agree with Richard Eden, who, as we know, is a Daily Mail editor, who was talking about how Meghan Markle is apparently afraid of coming back to the UK because she will be booed. That was his very, very strong statement, saying that this Richard Eden, that is, was saying how she is afraid she will be booed. Richard Eden, again, who knows nothing, has no particular relationship with Harry and Meghan in any way to be able to be in a position of saying this very bold statements. So of course, as usual, Talk TV takes any excuse they can to talk negatively about Harry and Meghan. We are so used to it at this point. And they were, the host today was actually piling on to that statement and was very happy about it, seemingly saying how Meghan is afraid of being booed, that's why she is not coming. And my question is, why are they so obsessed with Meghan going back or attending the Invictus 10-year anniversary, which will be happening this coming Wednesday? Prince Harry is attending, of course, and Meghan is not going to be there, as a source close to them has already confirmed. A spokesperson has already confirmed that Meghan is not going to be there. She is going to join her husband in Nigeria a few weeks after that. So it's just crazy to me how these people are insisting and wanting Meghan to be there. Like, should you just remain as unaffected as you usually say you are? Why? My question is, why on earth do they expect her to be back? They called their flight, Harry and Meghan, if you remember correctly, on the documentary, the docu-series Harry and Meghan on Netflix, they said how their flight to, was it the US or to Canada, was their freedom flight. It was their freedom flight. Basically, they were escaping. They were finally free from everything. And people still wonder why Meghan did not go back to the UK. Are you still baffled at this point? Like, there is no question to it. Do you think she misses all the bullying, all the harassment, all the open racism that she was going through for her to want to come back to the UK? Are you serious, for goodness sakes? First and foremost, they are constantly denied security. They are royals. Doesn't matter they're not working royals or not, they are royals. And they are denied security. They are denied by their own family, by their own royal family. They are denied security, knowing how vicious people can be. After it being them who have sent those people, they have given the masses, the people, the members of the public, all these reasons and ammunitions to hate Meghan Markle. Baseless, but a lot of people are usually buying it. So there is danger for them, for Harry and Meghan, while they're in the UK. There is a lot of danger to them, and that's why Prince Harry will never bring his wife here. Meghan herself would not want to be in the UK. Why would she possibly want to be there? So of course, Talk TV was going on and on and on and on about this. And this man, I remember there was a time when they used to just infuriate me whenever I would see them talking negatively about Harry and Meghan, which they do on a daily basis, mind you. I usually would get wildly enraged. Like, why would they say such things about Meghan? Such blatant lies about Prince Harry and the Duchess Meghan. Why would they be coming up with these things? But at this point, I just find it so laughable. I'm so over it. I just can see right through them. Like, they are just doing this because this is their job. They put food on their table. They're able to earn money through viewers because people are so invested in the lives of Harry and Meghan. So at this point, I'm not bothered. Richard Eden, Daily Mail editor, you can say whatever you want to say. You feel like Meghan is afraid of being booed. She does not want to be in that country, first of all, because of safety. She doesn't care. First of all, these people do not know how much beloved the Duchess Meghan is. People are wishing that she would come back to the UK to show her all the love that they have for her. We don't want to pay attention to all those fake polls that they be bringing on all the time, trying to prove how they are unwanted, how they are hated. We know this is not the case. We know this is not the case. When Prince Harry was just there for his court case, there were a lot of people who were there just waiting A lot of people, trust me, waiting to catch a glimpse of Prince Harry walking in and out of court, just so that they can wave, say hi to him, wanted to see him, they miss him. So you can tell me here that people do not want them there. That is you. That is your delusion has told you that. That is the constant narrative you're trying to portray to the people, that she does not want to be there because she's afraid of being booed. Please, boo-hoo. That is not the case. Let me just tell you that. You are salty. You want that to be the case, but that is never going to be the case. Meghan Markle is afraid for her safety. Meghan Markle doesn't want to be in the UK because these people have done nothing but be horrible to her, even years after she actually left the UK. They have still constantly been after her with the bullying, with the tormenting her all over social media. Every single day on the news, she is talked about on these talk TV shows. Every morning she is talked about, and she has done nothing to these people. So why on earth would she want to be there? And here's also another man who was talking about Meghan Markle all over Twitter. His name is Richard FitzWilliams. This man is just a liar. Let me tell you what he was saying. So we have this man, Richard FitzWilliams, talking about how Harry and Meghan are surviving and not thriving. According to him, he is coming out just saying how, oh, Harry and Meghan are just surviving, not thriving. Let me just finish this before we get down to it. Saying how the Sussex brand is tarnished. People cannot get over. Saying how their behavior is ruthless and won't be forgotten. Saying how, are they A-list any longer? I don't think so. Why are you talking about them if they're not A-list? Like, there's some things you just not lie about because we can see right through them. Like, you're reaching at this point. There is nothing you're saying here. How can you accuse people of not being A-list celebrities or A-list famous people when you are the one talking about them, when you are the one obsessed about them all day, every day, all the time? Does that make sense to you? How can you accuse someone of not being an A-list celebrity when literally she is the most talked about royal in like all of history? Harry and Meghan's lives people are obsessing over them. They are talked about. They're trending constantly on Twitter because everyone has something to say about them on a daily basis, mind you. All these famous newspapers, The Sun, whatever, they're always coming up with articles, with the headlines, with the front cover page, talking about how Harry and Meghan are doing one thing or another, or, you know, trying to play the two teams against each other, talking about how Prince William is upset because of blah, 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 King Charles is upset because of something Prince Harry did. We know these are just, you're trying to get views. So if you talk about somebody on a daily basis, if all your work, basically, your whole life, everything that you are hired for to do, the only thing is talk about these people, you cannot say that they are not A-list celebrities. Just that right off the bat, that's just a lie. That is just a lie, because why are you talking about them, you know, talking about their ruthless behavior? I can only feel that he is trying to refer to them talking about the experiences they went through in the royal family in the docu-series they came out with, and on Prince Harry's best-selling, New York Times best-selling book, Spare. I can only think that is what you want to refer to. That is what you were talking about, them being ruthless. So in this case, you want to tell me this couple is being ruthless with them talking about their life story, talking about their life experiences, talking about all they went through at the hands of their own family. That is them being ruthless. Really? You wanted them to just sit there and shut up and be quiet and not talk about all the things that you people have done to them? Stop. Please, please, please stop. All they have done, all these people have ever done is talk about everything that was done to them, and they downplayed it. They downplayed it so much. We all know this. We've read Spare. We've watched the docu-series. We've watched the interviews that followed after. We've seen everything. I know I have. And the level at which these people downplayed because they did not want to tarnish the reputation of the royal family, it was a lot. They should be thanking Harry and Meghan, because I am so sure there's so much more skeletons in the closet. There is so much more, a lot more that was happening that they did not talk about. They did not bring out to light. So please, Richard FitzWilliams, just stop. Just stop. It is a known fact that Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are thriving away from the control of the toxic royals and the toxic and racist British media. This is just a fact. At this point, we are just talking about facts. That's all it is. That's all and everything it is. Because if we are just to be truthful, Harry and Meghan have won. They have won. This other side was competing with them. They wanted them to fail, but no, they have won. There is nothing that the British media can do about it. There's nothing that the monarchy can do about it. That's just a statement, a fact, point blank, period. They have won. Let's look at everything that they have done, because there is a lot, but just briefly, what we know of, on the side of Prince Harry, he has championed the Invictus Games. We know this well and true. He has championed the Invictus Games, has made it into the worldwide sensation that it is, done an awful lot of good for those veterans and soldiers who were maimed or injured during, you know, in protection and in service of their countries. He has done a lot for them, and we know that is so testament. We can see it everywhere. That is just a fact. And the Invictus Games is now wanted by every single government, countries worldwide. They are all, you know, working hard to be able to be recognized, to be able to join the Invictus Games themselves, to be able to host the games and to be the venue for the games. So it is just a worldwide sensation. Prince Harry did that. Prince Harry did that. Because you want to say how it was started, or in the UK, whatever. How many projects has Prince William done that have reached the level that Invictus Games had? Because there's a lot of charities, a lot of things that, of course, as royal families, they were the patronages for, they were under them, they were working for them, all these causes. But there is no other. When Prince Harry stepped out, he took it upon himself to make Invictus Games the success that it is. And he has done it. He has done it. That is undisputable. So is this a man who is surviving, or is it a man who is thriving? Ask yourself that. Best-selling novel. We've talked about this. Best-selling memoir, not even a novel, best-selling memoir, Spare. It racked millions and millions and millions of dollars. It did that. Are you surprised? The docu-series Harry and Meghan, everybody was watching it. Everybody was watching it. So much so that it sort of revived Suits, which is Meghan's show. If you haven't watched it, what are you still doing? It is an amazing show. So much so that it brought back Suits, came back to #1, because people wanted to know, oh my god, where is this Meghan from? Like, they went back to watch Suits at a level that hasn't been watched before. It crossed so many records and it reached so many new heights that they hadn't seen before on Netflix. And it was an amazing sight to see, because of Harry and Meghan, who are thriving and not surviving. You know, how about Meghan with all her podcast deals? Meghan just racking up the money with the Netflix deal. $100 million Netflix deal. You know, she's about to come up with that home lifestyle life decor show. It's about to be on Netflix among one of their deals that they're having, and it is just going to be amazing. Let's not even talk about all the charities that they're working for. Let's not talk about all the amazing events they have attended. Let's not talk about how they are fully booked. Let's not talk about all that. Are these people to you, according to you, who are apparently surviving? They're just surviving, barely. Instead of thriving? No, please, just stop. Stop it. There is no way you can say that these people are surviving. Richard FitzWilliams, I'm talking to you, I'm talking about you. There is no way. So don't be salty, don't be bitter about it. This is just the case. This is what's happening. I mean, in the itinerary for this month of May, according to Prince Harry and Meghan and the organization actually, and what they've released, is the upcoming, as we know, is Prince Archie's birthday is coming up on the 6th of May. We are so excited about that. I am so excited for it. I know the Sussex one is gonna come out again, and it's just gonna be a day. Is it just me, or whenever I am online or looking for videos of Harry and Meghan and I just see them like just so happy and people are celebrating them, it just brings a smile to my face. I'm one of those people who I have such few joys in this life. Like, you know, I wanna do well and whatnot, have good food. But things that I just love looking at is, I'm one of those people who's always crying for people on social media. Like, if you're sad, I'm sad for you. If you're happy, I'm there smiling, crying tears of joy for you. I don't know if there are any other people who are like that, but I just love to see that. So I'm ready for the amount of love that's going to be thrown to this family. You know, a lot of times there are bots and there are haters and trolls all over social media because they have nothing better to do with their lives that are always coming after the Duchess and Duke of Sussex all the time, and their family and their kids. Like, it's crazy the amount of haters that are online. But on 6th of May, we are going to see how powerful the Sussex squad is with all the wishes and lovely messages and videos of Prince Archie, and I just cannot wait for it. So in advance, happy birthday to Prince Archie. I hope they're celebrating somewhere and having a good grand old time. So we know as well that following that, Prince Harry, is going to be traveling to the UK. I think this is on the 9th. The 9th of May. He is going to the 10-year anniversary of Invictus Games, which is going to be in the UK, and he's attending, going to be in attendance of that. So already things happening. He's supposed to be traveling to Nigeria after that, where he's going to be joined with his wife, and they're going to have an amazing tour, cultural festival. It is just going to be such a blast for them, and I am so ready and so happy for them, among other things. So these people are busy. Their schedule is full and they're busy. I mean, I was able to see that the Sussexes were on the cover of the latest issue of Polo Lifestyle magazine, looking glamorous. This right here, the photo and the videos from this day when they attended that polo match in Miami, Florida. It was just amazing sight for me to see. They felt every bit a boss. They look like royals from head to toe. They were just dressed. I loved it. It's so simple. Meghan Markle is always just, and she always looks lovely in like white. Though that dress was called the ginger. She was wearing the ginger. I love that implication of she's wearing the ginger. Not me looking for small nuances over there, but I just loved it so much. They were just having a blast, having a ball with their friends. Serena Williams was there as well, with Nacho Figueras and his beautiful wife Delphine. It was just amazing to see them just having a good time. And I loved how Daily Mail was somewhere over there. They weren't even allowed in the venue because Prince Harry and the Duchess Meghan controlled which press would be there, because we're not about to spread negativity. This is a positive environment. We're about to enjoy a match, and the beautiful kiss they shared at the end when Meghan Markle was presenting Prince Harry with the trophy that they won for the team. It was just the cutest. I'm still phoning over it in my head. I can clearly picture it right now. So forgive me for that. But they're looking lovely. And so that is the photo of them arriving. Is a photo on the cover of the Polo Lifestyle magazine. And it's just so good. People just can't get enough of this couple and want more and more from them. So I honestly cannot wait for that. And as of late, you know what has been going on. There's been a proposed final venue for Invictus Games 2027, and they are already fighting to have Invictus Games be hosted in one of these two countries in 2027. We're not even 2025 yet. This is how much the Invictus Games is actually doing well. It is thriving. It is wanted by everybody worldwide. So the UK and the US, those are the final two countries who are placing their bets. They're trying so hard to win the bid to have Invictus Games be hosted, the venue to be in their countries, their respective countries, whether the UK or the US. So the British government is over here throwing everything they can to try and win the bid for the 2027 Games. So this is just, to me, very contradictory. It is so very contradictory because, first of all the UK media, all they're always saying is how Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are not wanted here. Look at our polls. We're showing you our polls, for goodness sakes. They clearly show how they are hated. No one wants them here. We want to boo them proudly. How this man on Talk TV today was talking about how, and Richard Eden as well, how they want to boo Meghan Markle. She's afraid she's going to be booed, and she should be booed, like rightfully so. Like, you should be afraid. Like, what? These are things you are actually saying about these people. We love William and Kate so much better. They are royals. They are a picture of perfection. They are everything we would have wanted and more. Trying to convince themselves, because you're not convincing us. You should be talking about the people you love more, but no, apparently the people you hate that you're talking about more. So who do you actually want to be with you? Who do you actually want to be around? And also now, please, now the contradiction comes in now that they are actually fighting to have the Invictus Games be in the UK so that we can see Harry and Meghan. We just want them here. Please, can you just come to our country? Can you have those games here? We want them here. I mean, it is the hypocrisy for me. It is just the hypocrisy for me. I cannot stand it. And that is the reason why I know a lot of you might be from the UK watching us. I don't want it for the safety of Harry and Meghan. I would not want for it to be in the UK. It'd rather be in Washington, in DC, in the US. I would much rather have it be there because it will just be very authentic and genuine. There will not be a lot of this media propaganda trying to sell you all this news and information about how it's doing bad, trying to focus the negativity on such a positive time, such a positive game, such a positive thing that is the Invictus Games. The impact the Invictus Games has on a lot of these people's lives who are participating, their family members. The media in the UK is going to turn all that away. That they love saying how Harry and Meghan are always stealing the spotlight, how they're taking the attention away from the people who are actually supposed to be talked about, but they forget that they are the one who control the media. They are the ones who are spreading this information. They are the ones who are constantly going to be bringing negativity about the whole Invictus Games just because they want to bring a negative narrative about Harry and Meghan all the time. That is their mission in life. We have accepted it. I, as a Sussex squad, we as a channel have accepted it at this point, that all these people want is to always bring negativity. There is never going to be a point where they're going to change. I feel like the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan as well, have accepted it at this point. They are like, okay, you know what? These people, we told you what we needed to tell you. I removed my family from that situation. I am living my life in the US and I do not care about that anymore. So whatever it is you want to do, you do it by yourselves. We are not going to be bothered. We're not going to be talking to you. You're not going to be responding to the Daily Mail. You're not going to be responding to all these people who just want drama and are just looking for anything to be able to bring against Harry and Meghan when there is absolutely nothing. So for me, that is just crazy, and I honestly, I don't know how you feel. You can share your thoughts and comments with me down in the section below. Like, are you okay with the Invictus Games 2027 being in the UK? Do you feel like that is about 2 years, maybe 3 years time, it'll be okay, it'll be good enough time or time enough for the UK to have recovered, to have calmed down with this whole Harry and Meghan debate, or will it just never die down? According to me, I feel like they will never die down because they have just sort of locked themselves into this situation where they have to talk negatively about Harry and Meghan to get their views. They just are earning money from saying negative things about Harry and Meghan because they have just perpetuated that narrative and they are going to stick to their guns to the very end. So I don't think that will change. For the safety of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, their family, their fans, everyone who wants to be there for a good time, and all the people who are participating in the Invictus Games, I personally would love for it to just be in the US. Share your thoughts and comments with me about that as well. So over social media, there has been a little bit of all this, not even, it's haters basically, usually, as always, I mean, and this articles coming out on why are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle going to Nigeria? Why are they apparently wanted in Nigeria? Who are they to be called to Nigeria? Like, they are fixating on this royal apparent tour when nobody said it was going to be a royal tour. All it was is that Nigeria invited Harry and Meghan for a cultural thing, to talk about the Invictus Games, to look, you know, at how they are faring on all the soldiers. Their course is just all about the Invictus Games, and as a plus, they're going to participate in cultural activities and tour the country of Nigeria as it is. So my thing is, why are all these articles equating Harry and Meghan's travel to Nigeria as them trying to one-up the royal family? What does the royal family have to do with them? What does the royal family have to do with this whole situation? Like, why are these people so mad? Why are you hating? If you're precious William and Kate, if you're precious Prince and Princess, whatever, if your people, even the king, are not invited anywhere, whose fault is that? They're not invited anywhere of late. They're not... People don't want them there. First of all, king, not... Oh, I was about to say King William. Prince William. Prince William, he's apparently the next in line, so it's fine. But Prince William was seen out and about on his daughter's birthday, which was happening on 9th of May of this month. He was seen out and about watching an Aston Villa game. Now, when he was asked, Prince William, at an interview, couple of days before, he'd said how their family, they're all doing well. You know, they're all doing well, all things considered. Now, there's a friend of Princess Kate, I feel like we will talk about that another time, in another video, who has come out and say how they are not doing well. Princess Kate is not okay. She is not doing well. She's going through a difficult time. I feel like that is what she was talking about. Saying how she is going through quite a time. It is a time for the family. They are struggling. So which way is it? Are they okay? Are they struggling? But you know, of course, I don't think Prince William would be in a position to say how, oh, our family is not doing well at this time. I think it's just the answer to say that they're doing okay. But I don't know. What do you feel about that? Like, I'm trying to see it as, okay, he is out and about enjoying a football game Aston Villa was playing, was really cheering and celebrating with his friend, and it was just like people are really criticizing and looking at it sideways and like, where is your wife? Like, why is you not even with your daughter? Say that it was a daddy-daughter type thing where they were celebrating and watching a game. Of course, I know maybe it might not be an interest of Princess Charlotte, but it just feels like a very selfish thing to do. You could have watched any other time. But then again, there's always a side of maybe he might need some respite, he might need a break, a rest, and have fun with his friends, which is not a bad thing to do. So it can be either way. But I'm always looking at Prince William sideways because of just the character, the type of man that he is. He's just constantly, when given a chance to prove that he is there for his family, he loves his wife and his kids, he's always very wishy-washy about it. He's always not very direct and clear about it. He's always never talking or being expressing some sort of affection to his wife. These are things that come naturally and it can be seen naturally, as it is with Harry and Meghan. It can be felt even whenever they're not together in events, whenever they're separate, they always just manage to talk about each other, manage to bring each other in. Like, they always, it shows that this person is always at the forefront of your mind. So when it comes to Prince William, I feel like it is him and then his family is on this other side, and he's pretending at some point, which is why it comes off very forced whenever they're together sometimes and trying to show them laughing or whatnot. It doesn't feel very natural. But I'm in no position to comment on their relationship. It's just what I see, and actions actually do speak louder than words. So according to me, it's your daughter's birthday. Maybe we should be out with her somewhere, spotted. If you're spotted fine, out somewhere, but with your family, because there's always days to go watch your football matches. There's always another time to go spend and watch whatever it is you love and do, but not on your daughter's birthday, not when your wife is going through a difficult time as her friend is coming out. If you are saying you were coming out with it and even the friends are coming out and say how, oh, she's thriving, she's doing well, like, oh, okay, they're doing well, they're moving on as a family. But on one hand, we hear Princess Kate is apparently not doing well, she's struggling, going through a difficult time, and then here we see an image of Prince William having the time of his life. It does just leaves a bad taste in my mouth and just puts a weird photo, because of course you're allowed to have fun, but you know, there's times for everything. So it's the fact that these media people are trying to talk about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry as trying to outdo the royal family, when the royal family is not doing anything. They have nothing they're doing, nothing there you can say that, okay, here's what these people have been working at. This is what these people have been doing. So the fact that they were invited, don't be jealous. Don't be mad. Please, don't cause pressure for yourself by being mad. Don't not just be upset. Be happy for people's successes, then it will come your way. William and Kate, please. Just be happy at the fact that, you know, your brother and his wife are doing well, their successes. I feel like up to this point, there's still speculation on whether they're going to attend the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games happening in London this coming week on Wednesday. The days are going by. We are going to see if they're going to be in attendance or not. But it just shows the bitterness and the resentment if you have been invited to something and you just choose deliberately not to go. That is just showing your stance. So Prince Harry has washed his hands off that whole situation. Whether you come, you don't come, show a cold shoulder or attend and be happy, it's on, the ball is on their court at this point, and we are just here waiting and watching and waiting to see. So yeah, I feel like that is all I wanted to talk about today, and let me know your comments and thoughts about everything. FitzWilliams, what he's talking about, how do you feel about that? Richard Eden, as always, running his mouth together with the Talk TV people who are always finding something negative to say about Meghan Markle. Instead of talking about the truth, you could come out and talk about how I understand why Meghan is not coming, because it could potentially be a security risk. Talk about the true reasons that they're scared for their family. They left here on not very good terms, not good terms at all, because they're basically kicked out because of all the bullying they experienced. Talk about ultimate legit stuff that is actually happening. Don't just come and there's a way things are going and you just decide to come out of left field and just bring your own stories that are concocted in your head and imagined, and you want to sell it as the truth. We are here every day. We are not tirelessly. We are, as a Sussex squad, are very fierce and very tireless to be able to contradict all the things that you were saying and prove that the truth is always, the right things are what the truth actually is from the falsehoods that they're always perpetuating and spreading. So I think I've done this video there today. Don't forget, Harry and Meghan have won. Just be happy. Be happy because they have won. At this point, we're just always going to be here celebrating their successes and talking about these people who never can shut up or have nothing better to do than just, talk about H&M and their coin on a daily basis. But we will not allow for even a second for a negative connotation, for a negative narrative of H&M to be out there and be spread, and we sit with it. We're always going to be here to prove it to be false, so that it is. So thank you so much for clicking onto this video and watching me today. As always, I hope you always spread love, and remember that love wins in the end. Bye until next time.